All right, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Tuesday night comic book preview stream here at Fantasy Books and Games. I'm Aaron. This is
Hey,
Sam.
what up?
And, we got, there's a decent amount of new stuff tomorrow.
What,
I was
man?
actually going through the wall, and there's like an okay amount in my normal pulls, like there always is.
Hmm.
But, there was a lot of new books releasing
Yeah.
tomorrow. So we got a lot to talk about. I only read, a handful of things, but that's okay
Yeah.
because I don't like to spoil things anyway when we talk about stuff. But
Oh, I know.
how
How it all begins.
we like to start with the facsimiles, and there are three solid facsimiles coming out
Nice.
tomorrow. Starting with the one you can see on the screen here. This is Peter Parker, the Spectacular Spider-Man #1.
Ooh.
The first issue of the second Spider-Man series that started in I've already forgotten the year. I know it was the 70s. I know that
70s.
much. Yeah.
It doesn't say on the front.
No, it doesn't. Marvel doesn't, and they don't put it in the inside cover indicia either. I don't think they do. Oh wait, no, they did. 1976.
Nice.
So there you go. So as you might imagine, this is the first issue of Spectacular Spider-Man. This series. They launched this series with the intent of having not just a second Spider-Man series, but the idea was that it would be more focused on like Peter's relationships and his
Okay.
supporting cast
Yeah.
to kind of differentiate it from just the regular Amazing Spider-Man. But of course, it's a Spider-Man book, so you're still going to have villains, and Spider-Man's got to appear.
The focus might be a
Yeah.
little different, but
Yeah, you're still going to have Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm a sucker for that classic '70s Spider-Man, so I'm happy that we're getting, and it's just in time for Tarantula's appearance in the new Spider-Man movie next
Oh,
year.
is he gonna be the villain?
I don't know.
Yeah.
They only put out that trailer where they recreated like comic book covers,
Yes.
and ironically, they did not use this cover of Tarantula. They instead used a cover of Amazing Spider-Man that is very similar, but it's just weird how it's not specifically this one, and it is specifically the other one, even though this is the first appearance of Tarantula.
Interesting.
So, whatever.
Yeah,
but
that's fun.
but yeah. So yeah, get your copy of Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man. Not to be outdone, DC has two different facsimiles.
Whoa.
They've got a facsimile reprint of Action Comics 583. This is part 2 of Alan Moore's Whatever Happened to the Man of Tomorrow, and I think I said it when part 1 came out. This is one of my absolute favorite Superman stories ever made.
Yeah.
It is, as you can see from this cover, Superman's flying away, and all the cast of characters are saying goodbye, Superman, we'll miss you.
Mm-hmm.
And this is, in my opinion, this is like the ultimate send-off story to Superman, to the Silver Age specifically.
Right.
It's written by Alan Moore, art by Kurt Swan.
Was before Crisis on Infinite.
This was the last issue of Action Comics before the reboot.
Okay.
So it was like I said, it was a goodbye, like as the cover indicates. And then but it's written by Alan Moore, who at the time was certainly the hottest writer, and drawn by Kurt Swan, who had been drawing Superman for decades. He is the Silver Age Superman artist.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is really good. If you've never read it, I highly encourage it.
Okay.
It is. I've talked about this before. I'm a big fan of Alan Moore, but I think my favorite thing about Alan Moore is that he does have a deep understanding and respect for the Silver Age and the older superhero comics. Like he's known for the gritty, dark and stuff that he brought to comics, but he genuinely really likes the old stuff, and you see it on display in this story. It still has that '80s grit to it, it's the final story, and
right.
Without spoiling anything, a lot of characters die,
oh no,
but they're like really good death scenes,
like
meaningful. Yes, exactly, and like all of the villains kind of get their moment. Like it really does feel like the last Superman story, and it's great. I highly recommend it.
I'll have to check that out.
One more facsimile from DC is Justice League America number. Oh, I missed the number here. 75. Okay. Now, Sam, from what you know of DC Comics and the Justice League, what character do you think makes her first appearance in this issue?
I'm assuming Black Canary.
That is correct. Okay. This is the This is the issue where, Black Canary, Silver Age Black Canary makes her first appearance and joins the Justice League.
Nice.
And yeah, this is a cool issue. Classic 60s Justice League stuff. I have not read this one yet. I've never read this one before, but I'm a sucker for that. Like I said, classic. I've really become oh no, did our camera just break on me?
No.
Oh no. Oh, great. Let me see if I can. Let me see if I can fix this. All right, there we go. We're back.
One thing after another today. Huh?
Let me tell you, it's been a day. My comic cover cam still doesn't want to work, so let's see if we can fix that right up. That's the one that doesn't want to work. Okay. Well, we might not have our comic cover cam because I don't remember which wire to unplug, and I don't want to just like blow up our computer, so we don't want to do that. So we'll just be briefly talking about some stuff. We're probably not going to be able to flip through it all. But yeah, as I said, Justice League, really cool facsimile.
Nice.
There is, let's see here, second printing of Daredevil #1. If you missed the first printing of that last month, this, I'm going to feel like a dork just holding this up, but I don't know what, this Daredevil #1, sold really well. I know it had a blind bag, and that's, almost cheating, to get good sales, but it worked.
Yeah.
I haven't had a chance to read this one, but, the setting, I think we talked about it when issue 1 came out. Mm-hmm. It was just interesting enough.
Yeah, it was cool. I read the, I feel like I'm a little more invested after I read the second issue that was last week.
Okay.
I got a little bit of a better.
Because I did not read the second issue. Mm-hmm. I think we showed it off, but I didn't read it.
Yeah.
So what did you think of the second issue?
I thought it was good. They kind of developed the whole concept that there's a supervillain that Daredevil can't detect.
Okay.
Because I didn't really pick up on that the first time. I thought it was just bad guy in his apartment, whatever.
Yeah, I didn't catch that at all.
Yeah, so he has no he's got these hypersenses.
Yeah, that's his whole thing.
Right. None of them cue them into this particular guy. So,
okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you second printing, you can jump on right there. Speaking of second printings, actually, this is the 5th printing of Dork.
Oh my
so
God.
Dork's chugging along.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, issue 4 also comes out tomorrow.
Nice.
So I have not read issue 4 yet, but I've been enjoying the series. Mm-hmm. It's just light enough. It's action. It's fun. I like the art a lot. Brett Bean.
Yeah.
It's really good. Let's see. There's some other notable things coming out tomorrow. Absolute Batman #20. I know some people are hyped about this. I'm guessing this is Absolute Robin on the front cover here.
Oh, that's right. You haven't been reading.
I've not read the last couple of issues, but they introduced Robins, right?
They introduced the Robins and Absolute Deathstroke.
Oh, I did see Deathstroke because he's I guess I don't want to spoil things, but he's teaching at a academy or something like that.
Something with the Robins.
With the Robins. Okay. Well, it looks suitably hardcore for the Absolute books. So yeah, don't miss out on that. Let's see. Oh, I'm excited to read this one. Godzilla versus Texas. I've never really admitted this in public, but I'm half Texan.
You're half Texan?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Half of my family's from Texas.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I got a little Texas in me.
Is that why you have such an affinity for King of the Hill?
Partially. I'm not joking. Some of those characters really remind me of some of my relatives.
You're more Texan than Hank.
I am. Well, I wasn't born in Texas.
But he was born in New York.
Yeah, he was. I was also born north. Not New York, but it was pretty north.
Yeah.
But yeah, so Hank and I got a lot in common. But yeah, Godzilla versus Texas. I think we joked about this last time that they've been doing Godzilla versus cities, American cities, and Texas is just too big. They couldn't pick one, so it's just Texas. Godzilla just gets the whole state. But yeah, so I've been enjoying these Godzilla series. It's fun. And I like that they get creators from the city, or in this case, the state, to do
Right.
do the stories, and that's really cool. Let's see. Oh man, I'm gonna have you talk about a book in a second, but
Sure.
I gotta show this off. I am super excited for the return of The Forge.
Yeah, I was seeing
Did you
that.
read any of this?
No.
Oh man, so it's been like 2 years, I think, since the last
Oh.
issue. It's been a while since issue 9, and I like this comic a lot. This is, I mean, it's basically Starship Troopers by way of Dune, and maybe
Oh.
just like a touch of Warhammer 40k. It's not like super grimdark, but it's like a little, just like I said, just a kiss of
Yeah.
40k.
Okay.
But it's space marine soldiers in mech suits, and there's like a magical princess and weird aliens, and they travel through hyper dimensions, and it's really cool.
That sounds awesome.
And all that. It's like I'm almost a little upset I can't show off some of the interior art because it looks really good. But the particular crew, and we're gonna look at it without you.
This is for us right now.
Yeah, this is for us. They're all like it's a squad of all women, but they're all really diverse. Like
Okay.
type, they're not all just like super strong women. They all have like their different role, many of them are they're
The strong
futuristic
women.
military women.
Right.
So I think the term muscle mommy gets thrown around every now and then. Yeah, so I'm really looking forward to New Forged. I like this. It's written by Greg Rucka, who, Greg Rucka, he writes a lot of good stuff. He's currently writing that Batwoman series.
That's good.
Yeah, so if you haven't checked out The Forge, you should definitely. I think there are 2 trades because I think they do the trades just in 3 issues because these are oversized, not just like as you can see it's magazine size, but they're also pretty dense. Like it's not just a 22-page comic.
Okay.
So I think it's 2 trades, and then issue 10 starts up. Very, very cool. All right, I've been doing a lot of talking, Sam. What's something you got that you're excited about?
I am excited about Hidden Springs.
Ooh, I just flipped through that.
This was very interesting.
Yeah, I like the look of that.
Yeah. A group of elderly people who are staying in a nursing home are going out into the woods to have like a day, just kind of in the park.
Yeah.
And a kaiju appears and telepathically communicates with them. And is like, hey, these horrible things are going to happen in the future. If the government finds me, you need to get me back to the ocean.
Yeah.
And that's basically where we're at as of issue 1.
Yeah.
I liked it. I liked it a lot.
I read a few pages of it, and
Yeah.
what I read, I really liked.
Yeah.
And it definitely isn't hurting that this cover, this kaiju on the cover is giving me the design looks very reminiscent of one of my favorite manga and animes of all time, Nausicaa, Princess of the Valley of the Wind.
Oh, okay.
So it's got a little bit of like the ohm or the giant insects in that,
Yeah.
and like you can see that they're not blue. This is not blue, it's red, but there's some
Visual similarities.
yeah, visual. So like I could tell they're definitely playing on that.
Yeah.
So they got me. They totally got me with that. But yeah, I like this a lot. I'm actually, it's probably going to be the first thing I read when we're done with this stream.
Yeah, it was
because
cool.
I need to finish it.
They're like my only complaint is that like the main characters are a bunch of elderly people.
Yeah.
And not all of them look like particularly elderly.
Gotcha. Like in the art, because I noticed the
in the
art
art,
style's
yeah.
got, it's a little bit of a playful cartoony style.
Yeah.
But yeah, they don't all project elderly.
Right.
Yeah.
And that it's like it's a specific kind of nursing home that they're in. It's a nursing home for like retired actors, comedians, and like people in the
Right,
film industry.
okay.
So it's like that's why they
Okay.
probably look a little
Yeah, because they're all like doped up on plastic surgery.
Yeah. So yeah, but yeah, it was really strong. I liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, cool. I'm looking forward to finishing it.
Nice.
Let's see. A few other things just to briefly mention that are coming out tomorrow. Absolute Martian Manhunter. Been enjoying this series.
Ooh.
This series has been like a roller coaster for
Yeah.
me, where I think I don't want to repeat stuff I may have said in the past episodes, but I really like it.
I love
Denise
it.
Camp is really good, but it definitely it's been back and forth where I'm like, oh, is this gonna be just more of the same from the first series? And then it does something really wild, and I'm like, oh, I'm all in now, and it's Yeah,
Yeah.
it's crazy, but I'm looking forward to reading this issue quite a bit. Another series that I'm really following. These are just kind of the stuff in my regular poll. We'll skip that one.
Yeah.
So, but Tigress Island, I recommend this one a lot. This is just fun. I talked about, what did I call it, like elevated sleaze. Like it's playing into exploitation tropes, but knowingly, and so it's kind of just embracing the '70s grindhouse types of like women in distress stories. And as you can see, the main character is like kind of this Nazi domineering woman. Not the main character, the main antagonist, I might say. But really good. I do recommend this one. Also, the Fury of Firestorm #2 comes out. This is so DC's like what do they call this? Next level? Yeah, DC's Next Level. It's off to a really strong start. Like Lobo and Batwoman and what was the other one? Deathstroke, and now Firestorm. I've never been like a huge Firestorm reader, but I really, really liked that first issue.
Okay.
It was really good. Did you get a chance to read it?
No.
So it's really, really good. The artist is it's Roberto De La Torre, who he drew a bunch of Conan stuff.
Okay.
And I love me some Conan, so it's just really good looking. It's written by Jeff Lemire. And so it's solid. Looking forward to the second issue of this one.
Nice.
G.I. Joe. Do I really need to say anything? I love me some G.I. Joe. Transformers, again, the Energon universe has been really good. There has been some interesting developments in the continuity.
Okay.
I've been getting the Daniel Warren Johnson covers because I need thematic similarities, and Daniel Warren Johnson did the first 24 issues of his run, and so I can't just stop getting Daniel Warren Johnson covers. So he's doing variants, so that's the one I have here.
Nice.
But yeah, it continues to be really, really good. Supergirl, same thing. Supergirl's a cyborg currently, and that's fun to me because it's like leaning into the 90s aesthetic. Cyborg Superman in the 90s was the coolest. But yeah, been enjoying this. This is part of they're kind of doing this little mini event called Reign of the Superboys, because in the current continuity, Superman is gone after DCKO, and so stuff is happening with all the Superboy characters. But yeah, I am enjoying this series as well. All right, Sam, what's something else that you got to talk about?
I also have Innards #1.
All right, yeah. Did you read the Zero issue for this? Did you?
Oh, I didn't.
Oh,
I probably
okay.
should have done that.
Yeah. I read the Zero issue, but I haven't read this.
Yeah.
It looks really good.
This was cool. Yeah. So I guess in a world, like a post-apocalyptic world, after like a big nuclear crisis, like a new fuel source gets found.
Yeah.
And they have to teleport to get to it. It's super dangerous. This is all about somebody who is about to become a father, who signs up with this company to go on digs because he needs the money.
Yeah.
It was a good beginning.
Yeah. I love the sci-fi concept of it. It's I don't know. It looks really strong.
Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's written by Rob Guillory. He did Chew, I believe.
Oh, okay.
So he's certainly familiar with high concepts, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I enjoyed the Zero issue quite a bit, so definitely check that out if we still have it. I think we might.
I need to do that.
Also coming out tomorrow, the Spectacular Spider-Man Brand New Day. Now, there are so many Spider-Man comics on the stands, so you might be wondering, what is this Spider-Man Brand New Day? This is I didn't do my due diligence. I don't remember if it's a mini-series or just a one-shot issue. It might just be a one-shot issue.
Okay.
But it is just short stories in the Brand New Day era of Spider-Man.
They're doing that a lot. Well,
Yes.
they've done a lot with the X-Men, and then they just did Civil War Unmasked. And
Right,
I think
right.
that's going to be a 4-parter.
Yes, and so it's just funny to me that like all of the these I've been calling them retro continuity books, where they like bring Chris Claremont in and just write an X-Men story set in the '80s when you were popular, and or they'll get they get some other like older writers to return to a character. There have been a lot for Spider-Man where it's like you get J.M. DeMatteis to just like write a Spider-Man story set in the Clone Saga era, just
Yeah.
because, that's, you were doing it back then.
Do it again.
And so, yeah, but now it's funny to me that we're reaching the point where it's like they bring Dan Slott in, and it's like, write a story set in the continuity from, 15 years ago?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, the Brandy Day's not old.
No.
But I guess it is. I guess it
Yeah.
qualifies for the retro continuity books. But yeah, that's what this is. And Dan Slott and Marcos Martin are back for this.
Oh, wow. Okay.
They have a short story in
Yeah.
here. Another number one that looks really interesting: Joe Palmer's Destination Kill. This one is more like a cyberpunk sci-fi.
Okay.
I've already forgotten what else he's
I
done.
recognize that aesthetic.
Yeah. He did something recently. I think he's also done some Judge Dredd stuff. So this kind of has like a Judge Dredd feel to it a little bit.
Nice.
Where there's like, a lot of social unrest and some social commentary in here. Takes place in the not too distant future. Just like kind of about cyberpunk rebellions and Omni corporations and stuff like that. But it looks really cool, and as you can see, it's a sick cover.
Yeah, no, it's really tight.
Let's see. I think I have a couple of other things here to show off. We already talked about that one. Conan and Dragon Arrow.
Oh.
I don't know anything about this comic other than it's a new Conan comic.
Oh,
I didn't
nice.
even get a chance to look up who Dragon Arrow is. I don't know if this is a Robert Howard character or if this is just I'm showing this off to admit that I know nothing and can tell you nothing. But it's got a cool cover, and I do like me some Conan, so I'm definitely gonna have to read it. But and also, covered by Robert De La Torre, who, as I said, he's drawing the Firestorm series. So yeah, it looks neat. That's all I got.
Nice.
That's all I got. Barbara Gordon, Breakout. Now, we talked about this one a little bit earlier. I liked the issue.
Yes.
But
you have issues with the issue.
Well, I in a way that I'm not going to spoil on the stream, but I forgot that I haven't read Batman #8 that came out last week. My stack is too big, and I haven't gotten to it yet. And I casually mentioned something this to you, and you were like, "Oh, just like in that issue." And I was like, "Oh wait, I guess I didn't read that, so I guess maybe this would make more sense if I read that issue." But I did actually like the setup for this is nice. Barbara Gordon gets sent to prison because she's got to find a murderer that's in super jail, basically. And then it basically turns into just a pretty straightforward prison drama at that point.
Yeah.
But strong. I'm not super familiar with the characters in this issue, but I liked it enough. I know our friend Abby is gonna love it.
Perfect.
Because she likes Batgirl or Batwoman, I should say.
Yeah.
Well, she likes she likes the Bat family.
Right.
I don't want to pigeonhole her too much. All right, I got one more book we're going to show off. I think you got one more, and then we're probably going to call it right there because I don't want to waste everybody's time staring at a blue screen here. But what do you got there, Sam?
I got Bleeding Hearts #4.
Oh, yeah. That's another solid one in my poll this week.
This was really cool. Do you know if this is ending at issue 5 or beyond?
Do not. I have not looked actually to see if it's solicited as like a finite number of issues or not. Well, I have not read this issue yet. Why do you ask?
Just a curiosity based on the events of this issue. It's going to come, wrapping up. It would be a shame. I mean, like, this has been a really good series. It would make for a really good limited series, but I kind of hope it's an ongoing.
Well, I hope it's an ongoing too,
Yeah.
because in my opinion, that is what always made the Vertigo series so strong. Is that they were the classic Vertigo series. They were ongoing,
right?
And I know we live in a world now where everything has to be miniseries that just get relaunched every year. But like, man, I mean, just the fact that you got to read like 60 issues of Preacher, and the story had several years to just build into this epic climax. And same thing with Transmetropolitan and Sandman and all these books. I miss long form storytelling where these books really got to just gestate and build into something epic that you just don't get when you have 3 6-issue series, or even 5 6-issue series. It's not the same.
It makes for a good complete story, like a complete thought, but it's like sometimes you want to see it expanded upon.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah, definitely looking forward to reading that, and I hope that we get more of it.
Excellent.
All right, one more book we're going to briefly talk about, and that is Megalith: The Olympus Saga. I mean, you know, I'm a fan of what Bad Idea's been doing lately. I'm a big fan of Matt Kint, who's the writer on this,
Oh, nice.
and I liked this comic quite a bit.
Okay.
It's kind of like this is going to be like a stretch, but this book, reading this book, felt like I was reading. I can't think of his name now. Who directed the Independence Day movies?
Who directed them?
Yeah, like the writer director, Roland Emmerich.
Okay.
This feels like what Roland Emmerich like wishes he could do. Like it's an epic disaster alien invasion kind of a thing.
Oh yeah.
Where this monolith just like appears on Earth and nobody knows what's going on with it, but it's like wrecking stuff. The main character is this like hero cop who's small time cop, you know, working the subway beat, and then all this disaster starts happening, and so he's like helping people, and then you got the government team that has to get involved, and there's a ticking clock because they're like, if we can't figure out what's going on with this thing, the Washington D.C. is just gonna nuke it, you know, so it's like it has that like energy of a Roland Emmerich type action movie, but it's not stupid. And I'm sorry that if you like the American Godzilla movie, but I think his movies are pretty stupid. But this is really good, and I like the way there's like an investigation element where the military teams are like just trying to figure out what this thing is,
Right.
and that's all pretty exciting. It's like really, it's action packed. It's a little, not like horror, but like, you know, it's
unsettling.
It's unsettling
Yeah.
because it's alien, you know. So it's got just that little bit of a little bit of a horror edge to it, to, you know, like what's going on with this alien monolith. That, you know, it's really good. I like it a lot. Looking forward to reading more of it. I should say the art is by I can't believe I totally blanked on his name. Luis LaRosa.
Okay.
And it's really lush. It looks just like the cover. Like it's really, the whole book is really lush like that.
Okay.
So yeah, really, really good stuff. I like I said, Bad Idea has been doing a lot of good stuff lately. So you kind of can't go wrong with the Bad Idea book right now. All right, we're gonna call it early there because we've got our technical difficulties, and it's just been that kind of a day where we're finished. But thank you for watching. Come on down to Fantasy Books and Games and buy some cool comics like the ones we just talked about, and you can get to talk to me and Sam about them. And I think that's it. We'll see you all next time. Bye.
Bye.